Gary and I have been on safari for the past 2 years. Where have you been?
Well, I'll just go ahead and bring up the elephant in the room. We're just here fishing for compliments, comments, and likes.
When he eats, it sounds like a cow with its foot stuck in the mud.
I never could get Fred to see the light. He's stubborn as a mule and dead set in his ways.
That pig-headed rascal is strong as an ox.
Lisa was quiet as a mouse as she slowly slunk out of the boring meeting.
He's sick as a dog. Said he'd been pooping like a goose.
If I've heard that once, I've heard it 1,000 times. Quit beating a dead horse, why don't you?
She's fine as frog hair, especially with those puppy dog eyes.
Chuck has been sly as a fox when it comes to avoiding getting caught, but I think that his chickens have finally come home to roost.
Women like that are scarce as hen's teeth. He's so weak he couldn't pull a greasy string out of a cat's behind.
Speaking of goats, if there's anything that really gets my goat, it's some ne'er-do-well trying to tell me how to do my job when they've never worked a day in their lives.
You can't sling a dead cat without hitting a Dollar General store.
You get my wife started talking, and she'll put legs under a chicken eventually.
She chews gum like a cow chewing its cud.
I don't care if she argues till the cows come home. Her so-called solution is just putting lipstick on a pig. It won't do nothing but open up a can of worms.
He had a bruise that was purple as a possum's butt during poultry season.
Well, I don't claim to be no doctor, but I'll take a gander at it.
Well, I feel like a bony pill in a dog pile.
That bug I had last week sort of left a frog in my throat.
Well, she wanted to quit something cold turkey so she'd have something to crow about.
Finding problems with old Joe is like shooting a fish in a barrel.
Well, I haven't seen him in a coon's age, and he's still grinning like a possum.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You look like something the cat drug in.
She said this house is a pigsty, and I got that deer in the headlight look.
Well, I tell you what, you better have your ducks in a row before you take on that woman.
He'll be back in a minute. Well, she'll be back in a minute. She had to see a man about a dog.
I smelled a rat as soon as that guy opened his mouth. He's nothing but a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Poor fella couldn't pick the winner of a one-horse race.
Well, he's like a bull in a china shop. He can't get out of bed without destroying something.
He couldn't track a bloody elephant in the snow.
He's like a cat on a hot tin roof. He can't sit still for 2 minutes.
Well, he said he didn't have a dog in that fight. I told him that dog won't hunt.
I saw Sam staggering down the street yesterday. That's almost a tongue twister, especially for me. Well, I saw him staggering down the street yesterday, drunk as a skunk.
Well, we're going to act like horse manure and hit the trail.
Will we see you again? There's a wild boar. Will we see you again? Am I supposed to be looking to them?
I guess so, yeah. Will we see you people again?
Will we see you people again? I can't see you with these specs on. But does a wild bear sleep in the woods?
Later, Gator.
That's one of our better ones. Ain't saying much. I kind of had a wasp on my line there.
Oh. Well, I was filling in for, where'd it go? Oh, I was filling in at a church. I think it may have been, oh, that's $30. Murder! Murder! Oh, ye killer of bees. And anyway, I was up there at the pulpit's not the right word, but I'll use that one. Lectern would be the word. And there was a bee, wasp. And and while I'm talking now, I'm watching that. And I kept looking, watching it. And sure enough, or from a good ways off, just a dive. And I had to duck as it come by. I thought, and all the time I knew, I thought it's going to come toward me, and sure enough, it did.
Yeah, that eyes on you.
Yeah.